Good morning, everyone. Our next topic is development. Now, what do we mean by the word development? Because the word development itself has many aspects, right? What might be development for one might not be development for the other, because every person sees this development in different manner. Now today we'll just have a brief introduction of what development means. Now, development has many aspects. The purpose of this chapter is to enable students to understand this idea. They have to understand that people have different perspectives on development, and there are ways by which we can arrive at common indicators for development. To do this, we have used situations that they can respond. To do this, we have used situations that they can respond to in an intuitive manner. We have also presented analysis that is more complex and macro in nature. How can countries or states be compared using some selected development indicators is another question that students would read about in this chapter. Economic development can be measured, and income is the most common method for measuring development. However, the income method, though useful, has several weaknesses. Hence, we need newer ways of looking at development using indicators of quality of life and environmental sustainability. Meaning, how can we say that a nation is developed? Maybe a nation is having a lot of money, but what about the environmental sustainability? What about the quality of life people are living? Might be the average income of a country is very high, but but if we talk about the economy, but if we talk about the you can say the money, it resides only in hands of few. Means if a population comprises, right, if we talk about the income factor, right, and if we talk about the average income of a country, right, and it is very high, then can we call it a developed country? Right? If only 20% people are having the most of the wealth and rest 80% are living in extreme poverty, will it be okay to call such a country developed? Use your mind, right? We say ki, come on, if for example any XYZ country is very rich, okay, fine, it's very rich. How do we come to know that country is very rich? We come to know through the average income of the country. All right. Now, if we look into more detail, we'll find out that the wealth of that country, 20%, it resides in 20% hand. Means only 20% of the people are there who are rich, and most of the wealth resides in their hand, and rest 80% is living under extreme poverty. So is it okay to call that country a developed country? That is why we have taken certain other indicators as well, right, on and through and considering these indicators only, when these indicators are satisfied, then only we say that a country is developed. We have set up certain indicators. Okay, fine. How is a country developed? Point A, it is satisfying. Point B, it is satisfying. Okay, point 3, it is satisfying. Means the country is developed. Right? So certain indicators have been set up. When all these indicators are satisfied, then we call a country a developed country. Okay, so how can countries or states be compared using some selected development indicators is another question that students would read about in this chapter. Economic development can be measured, and income is the most common method for measuring development. However, the income method, though useful, has several weaknesses. Hence, we need newer ways of looking at development, using indicators of quality of life and environmental sustainability. It is necessary for you to expect the students to respond actively in the classroom. On a topic such as the above, there would be wide variation in opinion and possibility of debate. Allow students to argue their point of view. At the end of each section, there are a few questions and activities. They serve two purposes. These serve two purposes. First, they recap the ideas discussed in the section, and second, they enable better understanding of the themes discussed by bringing the learners closer to their real life situations. There are certain terms used in this chapter that would require clarification. Now, these are the indicators, these are the terms which we will discuss about in this chapter. That is your per capita income, literacy rate, infant mortality rate, attendance ratio, life expectancy, gross enrollment ratio, and human development index. Now, this is your even homework for today. What you will do is you will find out the meaning of all these terms, right? You will write down the meaning of these terms and how do we calculate them, right? And how will you write it down? You will write it down in the form of you can say, like, if per capita income is there, then you will make a cutout of rupee, and in that you will write it. Literacy rate in book, infant mortality rate in the cutout of infant, okay? Attendance ratio accordingly, life expectancy accordingly related cutout, gross enrollment ratio a similar cutout, and human development index. So all these terms in different cutouts related to the topic. What is the definition and how do we calculate them? Everything you will find it out in a proper manner and you'll paste it in your copy. Though data pertaining to these terms are provided, these would need further explanation. You may also need to clarify the concept of purchasing power parity that is used to calculate per capita income. It is necessary to keep in mind that these terms are used as an aid to the discussion and not something to be memorized. Fine. Now, class, what you will do is you will just simply revise it once. Whatever I have taught you, just think about it. Do the homework which I have given, because these terms meanings, right? How to calculate per capita income? How do we calculate literacy rate? It is very important for you to know in the beginning, because once we begin with the chapter, these terms will be proving very beneficial for us. Fine. So just have a thorough reading of this page, and then we'll be coming tomorrow and we'll be starting the chapter. Fine. If any query is there, do ask me. But yes, do this homework as well. Thank you.